What is going on, gang? Long time no see. It's your boy, Mr. CJ Curry, back at it again with a couple of prize picks plays for you in today's video. I have been under the weather. That's why I've been missing in action. The past week or so, I have just not felt very good. Like a lot of people, I guess, around the United States. Sickness, illness has hit the nation, and so I am not immune to that whatsoever. So I'm getting over being sick. Other than feeling a little bit congested and stuffy, I think for the most part, I'm feeling better today than I have been in about the last week or so. So I appreciate you guys excusing my absence. Hopefully all that stuff is behind me now and we can get back on track with these videos a little bit more regularly. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, definitely get subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and slap the like button for me. Let's go for more than 299.5 likes on today's video. I'm taking the over or more in this case because I believe that with your help and your support, we're gonna get over that 299.5 like marker. So without further ado, let's just jump into today's two-pick play over on PrizePicks. Now you could take these two picks and put them in a power play. You could add 4 more picks on top of these, go for like a 6-pick flex and try to go for 25 times your money. The possibilities are endless on PrizePicks. If you're not playing on PrizePicks yet, take this opportunity to use code Curry, make your first deposit, and they're gonna match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100, making your first entry on PrizePicks completely risk-free and on the house. So if you're not playing on PrizePicks yet, slide on down to the description of today's video, click that special link that I've left for you down there, use code Curry, make that first deposit. They're gonna match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100. So got a couple of picks lined up for you here, starting off with Daniel Gafford of the Washington Wizards. We're looking at his points and rebounds. He's going up against the Detroit Pistons. Now, over the weekend, the Washington Wizards and Detroit Pistons executed a trade, which is going to send Marvin Bagley III and Isaiah Livers over to Washington. So this might be the last time that we see Daniel Gafford kind of having the lion's share of the minutes at the center position. So let's try to take advantage here as he faces off against the Detroit Pistons. Now he's at 17.5 points and rebounds. What I'm liking about this play, first and foremost, is that it is a plus EV play. And how do we know that it's a plus EV play? Well, I go over here to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and I look at their options here. And when we type in Gafford's name, the most optimal way to play Daniel Gafford today is going to be the over on his 17.5 points and rebounds. 53.18% chance that he clears this number. And you're already seeing a sports book like FanDuel have him up at 18.5 points and rebounds. So I think it's a matter of time before DraftKings and BetMGM and Fliff and some of these other sites bump him up to 18.5 points and rebounds. I definitely think he gets bumped up to 18. Maybe he gets bumped all the way up to 18.5. But let's take a look over on props.cash. This is Daniel Gafford's game logs from this season. 35 games in which Gafford has appeared this regular season. He's gone over 17.5 points and rebounds in 21 out of 35 games. That's a pretty nice hit rate. 60%. I like to look for props that have hit rates of at least 60% or higher. As far as consistency goes, this young man has been very consistent at clearing 17.5 points and rebounds. Now, he's already faced the Detroit Pistons once this season. These 3 on the left, these red bars, don't worry about those. Those were from previous seasons. We're just looking at this one game here against Detroit back on November 27th from this season, where he soared past 17.5 points and rebounds, collecting 19 PR in that game against the Pistons. Now, I want to go back to his game logs real quick, and I want to show you something. Because Daniel Gafford playing at home, his hit rates are 60%, 18.1 PR per game. But when you look at his home game logs, look at this, guys. If your eyes don't get big and light up when you see this, I don't know what you're eating for breakfast. But anyway, Daniel Gafford, 12 games out of 15 games played at home, he's actually cleared 17.5 points and rebounds. So we've talked about home splits and road splits in the past. Daniel Gafford definitely seems to hit more when he's playing at home, averaging 18.9, let's call it 19 points and rebounds, playing in front of the Washington Wizards fans. So his hit rates are fantastic. He's cleared this in 3 straight home games now. So I think there's a lot to like here for Daniel Gafford going up against the Detroit Pistons. If we go over here and take a look at this DVP chart and we go and find the Detroit Pistons, just look at the last 7 games here. You see the Pistons are giving up the 2nd most points per game to the center position, over 28 points per game, and they're giving up over 12 rebounds per game. So that, when you combine those two numbers, that's about 40 points plus rebounds to the center spot. over the last 7 games. So the matchup is definitely there for Daniel Gafford. And last but not least, you know that I like to hit you guys with the projections. So let's go do that now. We're going to punch in Gafford's name over on RotoWire. And we pop open his little projection card here. You can see that he is projected for a very hearty, healthy 22.74 points and rebounds. So a very big projection on a line of just 17.5. And like I said, I think you're going to see some of these sports books jump on board and bump him up from 17.5 up to 18.5 at some point. So loving the projections, loving the hit rate, loving everything about Daniel Gafford. For me, he would be a more option at 17.5 points and rebounds, which brings us to our second play. But before we get into that, if you guys are looking for a community, a place where you can go and share your favorite stats, your favorite projections, your favorite props and parlays, or if you're just looking for some help, guys, we've got a community. It's the Eyes on the Prize Discord. It's being brought to you by Dub Club here. Join the Dub Club, get connected with the Discord. For just 67 cents per day, you could be a part of our Kick Butt community if you want to. If you're looking for a place where you can just bounce ideas off of someone, if you're looking for more stats, more information and research being shared, we got it all. All right, we got it all there for you. So check out the pinned comment down in the comment section below. For as little as 67 cents per day, you can join our community. But the second play on today's video is going to be Jabari Smith Jr. of the Houston Rockets. Now, Dillon Brooks returned to the lineup recently for Houston, and when you throw Dillon the villain into the mix, things kind of get a little haywire for everybody, and Jabari Smith is no different. He's going to be impacted by Dillon Brooks being there because Brooks likes to get some shots up, let's be honest. So we're looking at the 15.5 points and assists today going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. So as far as this being a plus EV play, it is. Although it's kind of went MIA on the optimizer, I'm going to refresh and see if I can find it real quick for you guys, just to see how big of a plus EV play it is. Yeah, it's there it is. It's back up. So for 15.5 points and assists, you're getting about a 53.2% chance of Jabari Smith Jr. going under 15.5 points and assists. So is it a 100% chance that he's going to go under? No, it's a 53.2% chance, which is better than 50%, but a far cry from this being a lock or a guarantee. There are no such things as locks or guarantees. We're very much gambling doing what we do here. But if you take a look at some of the odds on these sports books like DraftKings, he's a minus 130 betting favorite to go under, a minus 135 betting favorite to go under over on BetMGM, and a minus 145 betting favorite to go under on a site like Flip. So if you're thinking about playing this prop, the points and assists, the way to think about playing it would be to take the under on Jabari Smith Jr. So let's go take a look at some of his game logs here. Now, these are games in which Jabari Smith Jr. has played with Alperen Şengün, Fred VanVleet, Dillon Brooks, who we just mentioned is back in the mix for the Houston Rockets, and Jalen Green. All right, that's going to be your projected starting 5 for the Houston Rockets. So that's why we're looking at games and only games that include all 5 of those players. And when we look at these, the hit rate is actually pretty low at 43%, 12 of 28. But where things get even better here is when Jabari Smith Jr. is playing on the road with his 4 teammates that are expected to be in the starting lineup. He really falls off of a cliff. His averages drop all the way down to 13.7 points and assists per game on the road, and his hit rates are just 31%, meaning he's only gone over this number in 4 out of 13 games this season, playing on the road with this compilation of players, okay? So very low hit rates. We know the Philadelphia 76ers are a pretty tough team. They're going to have Joel Embiid back. If you take a look at what they're giving up per game to the point category, just fifth ranked in points allowed. So they're a very tough team, a top 5 matchup here for Jabari Smith Jr. So not a very good matchup. And as far as assists go, they rank 8th in assists allowed per game to opposing teams. And that's why we're thinking about taking the under here on Jabari Smith Jr. Now, if we want to take this a step further and take a look at the positional DVP, defense versus position, well, we could do that as well. We'll head over to the last 7 games. We're looking at the power forward spot, and then we're going to scroll down here all the way down, because the Philadelphia 76ers are giving up just 20.1 points per game to the power forward spot. That's the 3rd fewest. Okay, the 3rd least amount of points given up on a per game basis to the power forward spot is the Philadelphia 76ers, the matchup that Jabari Smith Jr. is going to be in. Now, we also take a look at the assists here, right? Because we're looking at points plus assists. And when we do that, we scroll down, down, down once again because Philadelphia ranks down in the bottom sixth fewest assists per game to the power forward spot as well at just 3.38 assists per game. So on paper, this matchup does look like a very difficult one for young Jabari Smith Jr. playing on the road against a tough Philadelphia 76ers squad. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to get you a projection courtesy of RotoWire. So we slide back over here to RotoWire. We just type in Jabari Smith Jr.'s name. And if you guys want to try out any of the tools that I've been using in today's video, there's links to everything down in the description, including a link here to RotoWire. But here's the points and assists. Now, RotoWire is saying you should be leaning under or less on Jabari Smith Jr. for his 15.5 points and assists. And a lot of that has to do with this projection of just 15 points plus assists. So there you go, projected to go under. The hit rates on the road are terrible or good when it comes to going under. He's very good at going under on the road on 15.5 points and assists. And we know that the matchup is going to be a difficult one as well. So you got Daniel Gafford at 17.5 points and rebounds, Jabari Smith Jr. at 15.5 points and assists. Like I said, you could 2-pick power play these, add these into a 5-pick or a 6-pick flex. Do what you want to do. It's your money. The plus EV way to go would be a 5-pick or a 6-pick flex, but I know some of you guys out there just love your 2-pick power plays. But hopefully these picks find you well. Hopefully these picks end up hitting. Rain or shine, win or lose, whether they hit or don't hit, I'll be back very soon with another Prize Picks video. So I appreciate all the support. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Good luck. Peace.